Hi there, this is James Tripp. Welcome to this video, which is a guide to the Hypnosis Without Trance home study programs. Now, currently there are 6, as I'm making this video, there are 6 home study programs available through Hypnosis Without Trance. I often get people asking me questions about, well, how does this one compare to that one? All the information you need about each of the programs is on the relevant information pages. What I want to do a little bit differently here is I'm not going to go into so much depth as to what's in the programs or all of that, but I just want to compare and contrast them so as people can get the sense of, you know, which one is it that I want to get first, or which ones do I want to buy together, and this kind of thing. So, first of all, the Hypnosis Mastery Program. This is the classic Hypnosis Without Trance program, the Hypnosis Without Trance Hypnosis Mastery Program. The aim of this program is to teach you how to shift people's realities without doing trance inductions, without any extra fluff or anything like that, to move somebody from one reality into another directly using your language and communication. Okay, no trance induction, anything like that necessary. The program, the principles of the program apply to any kind of mind shifting you want to do, but the program focuses on eliciting classic hypnotic phenomena. Things like catalepsies, arm sticks, hand sticks, name amnesias, hallucinations, this kind of thing. This is what it focuses on. You can look at those things if you like. You may be very interested in being able to elicit those things with people, in which case the program is absolutely perfect. It's going to teach you exactly how to do that. Or it may be that you're interested in learning more deeply about hypnosis, how to do it, how it works, all of that. And you can see these classic phenomena as training wheels for you. You know, when you can elicit those phenomena with people, well, you know how to do hypnosis. Then you can start bringing your creativity to bear on what other things you would like to be doing with hypnosis as well. So that's the classic Hypnosis Mastery Program. The other thing I'll say about that is that's part video and part audio. Okay, there's about 7 hours of audio. The audio here, I've had a lot of people say to me, I watched the video, I never listened to the audio. But the audio is where the real juice is. Okay, the video shows some demonstrations and some tutorials, but the audio is what really gets into the principles and deepens your understanding. So if you get that, make sure that you listen through that audio material. It's powerful stuff. The last thing I'll say about the Hypnosis Mastery Program are all of the demos there were filmed impromptu. They weren't planned, they weren't set up. There was a time I used to go about with a video camera on me all the time. I used to do street hypnosis. Sometimes I'd be at an event and I'd have a stand and I would be talking about hypnosis there. Sometimes I'd be just visiting people. So all of the demos of hypnosis you see are all impromptu. They're all unplanned. They all came about due to having a conversation and an agreement happening for hypnosis to happen. So it's very kind of free flow. You could call it street hypnosis, although not all of it happens on the street. So, you know, some of the camera work's a bit shaky and all of that kind of stuff, but it's valuable because it's raw and it's real. Okay, it's not set up or anything like that. So that's the Hypnosis Mastery Program. I'll talk about these in the order that they were created. Okay. The second program, and they don't necessarily build exactly in a chronological order, but I'll talk about them in this order. The second program from Hypnosis Without Trance is the no-fail protocol. I created this because one of the things that I encountered over and over again when teaching people hypnosis was fear of failure. What if I go for this hypnotic phenomena and it doesn't work? I'm going to end up with egg on my face, I'm going to look silly, all of this kind of stuff. What I wanted to do was teach people flexibility and maneuverability so that whatever happened, they could remain as the hypnotist in charge of the dynamic and steer things in useful directions. They could utilize whatever came up to move things towards a successful outcome. Hence, no fail protocol. That's the aim. You know, avoid failure, retain your maneuverability, and move things continually in useful directions. So the no fail protocol is all about that. It's about knowing how to move so that you can avoid failures, catastrophic failures. Changework Applications, the next program let's talk about here. Changework Applications is largely about utilizing tranceless, if you like, or minus trance induction hypnotic phenomena, the stuff that was in the Hypnosis Mastery Program, but how to utilize it within the context of change work. how you can use the different phenomena as tools for getting shifts and getting changes. Now, beyond that, there's a whole bunch of information in Changework Applications about human beings, how they learn, how they grow, how they change, because it's important to sit those ideas within context. This program is really aimed at people who already have some hypnosis skill, either through Hypnosis Without Trance or other areas, and are interested in seeing clients and are probably already seeing clients. Okay. I'm going to break the rule here and say I was doing this in chronological order because I want to compare and contrast Changework Applications, which we've just talked about, with Hypnotherapy Heresy, making hypnotherapy easy. Okay? Changework Applications is about taking different ideas and how you can bolt them in and use them creatively. It's a very free-flowing approach. You get a lot of options, and it's down to you, down to your own intuition as to how you might put them together. Hypnotherapy Heresy is much more structured. This is for people who are new to doing hypnotherapy or they want to get going with it, and they don't want a load of different stuff. They want a simple format that they can apply and get consistently useful results with people. Okay, it's about keeping it simple, about having a format, but also understanding how simple aspects of hypnosis and hypnotherapy work to help people shift their experience in life. Okay, so it's not just about the skills of doing, it's about the understanding. So there's a difference between the two there. If you're new to hypnotherapy and you want to know how to structure a simple and effective session, Hypnotherapy Heresy is for you. If you are looking for lots of creative ideas as to how you can apply different aspects of hypnosis and hypnotic phenomena within a Changework context, Changework Applications is for you. And of course the two work beautifully together. Rapid induction rituals. Let's talk about rapid induction rituals. When I first started talking about rapid induction rituals, people were saying, but James, you're the Hypnosis Without Trance guy. You're always like, you don't need trance inductions, you don't need inductions, and you don't. As is fully demonstrated by the work on the Hypnosis Mastery Program, there is no requirement for rapid inductions. You don't have to do these things to put people into this mythical state called trance in order that they can respond to the hypnotic suggestions. It doesn't work like that. However, inductions and rapid inductions are useful tools nonetheless. They are useful for shifting people's mode of mind. They are useful for being acts of communication in themselves that engage people, that have people buy in via the act of ritual into formal hypnosis sessions. So if you're doing formal hypnosis sessions, it's very useful to be able to run these things and do them effectively and smoothly. I'm very proud of rapid induction rituals. I think it's an excellent teaching tool, learning tool for developing skills for doing rapid inductions. It's not teaching you recipes, it's teaching you the building blocks so you know how they work and you can build them for yourself from the inside out. The aim with that is that after studying the material on rapid induction rituals, you can see any rapid induction on YouTube or anywhere else and instantly be able to put that together for yourself, as well as creatively come up with ideas for your own inductions. So that's where rapid induction rituals comes in. Finally, there's the fundamentals of non-verbal influence. Now, when I originally recorded the fundamentals of non-verbal influence, it was to be half of a bigger program on conversational hypnosis generally. And the thing that I wanted to do was mark out my conversational hypnosis program in a way that would be different from everybody else's. And one of the things that I emphasize massively is the non-verbal aspect. Now, the thing about conversational hypnosis, it goes beyond formal hypnosis sessions, and it's to do with how you're communicating and influencing in the world all day, every day. It's about being a powerful influencer and communicator in the world. So in the end, instead of reteaching all the kind of language pattern stuff that people can learn in all sorts of different places, I focused on what was unique about how I teach this kind of stuff. And what's come out of that is the fundamentals of non-verbal influence. This has been described as the best program I've created. I don't know if that's true, it's just been described to me. It's certainly in many ways the most practical and pragmatic because it takes hypnosis out of the box, out of the hypnosis box and out into the real world, where really, ultimately, if you're learning hypnosis, I'm guessing you're learning hypnosis because you want to make a difference in your life and probably in the lives of others as well. You want to have more impact in the world, okay? You want to have more power for yourself in shaping your reality and assisting other people perhaps in shaping theirs in useful ways. So the fundamentals of nonverbal influence is very, very rich in that respect. And there's the material that's collected there, that's gathered together. I've learned from many, many different sources, from within the world of hypnosis and from outside the world of hypnosis. And there is nothing else like this program anywhere, okay? That I can say on absolutely solid ground. It's completely unique gathering together of different disparate threads from all manner of different fields of psychology, of influence, of communication, of hypnosis, of performance, you know, a lot coming in from the world of performance, of method acting, of impro, of mentalism, all of these kinds of things, drawing lots of different elements together.